Now before I say anything about these beauties, let me just say I will also be reviewing the Vapor Glove 6, which looks amazing, but just stay tuned until I receive it. So, Vapor Glove 3 Eco. Now it's called the Eco version because almost everything on it is recycled. Like the sole is supposed to be 30% made of recycled materials. They claim more durability than the original Vapor Glove 3 sole, from what I understand, which is also very durable. Like this is daily use since July, working, all kinds of work. And this is the same, but this is 3 years old and it still grips perfectly. So this is a very durable sole, which is why I cannot wait to test the recycled version, which is supposed to be even more durable. And it's supposed to also be stickier in the wet and overall a better sole. And recycled. Laces, again, recycled. And the cotton is organic. Now I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you have seen those models, you're trying to figure out what is this cotton upper. Let me just say, this is thick cotton canvas. This feels like a cotton canvas jacket. It is very thick. I would say it's actually thicker than the suede leather on the Luna models. So yeah, it's actually thicker. We have to see what the qualities of this are gonna be. So is it gonna be more durable than the leather? Probably not. But it looks like it's gonna be warmer in winter. Of course, leather is warm enough, but this looks like it's gonna be even warmer. Now, I thought those would be great for the summer, but this feels very thick, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. This should also stain very easily. And let me just say, this kangaroo, as they call it, I was just fantasizing about this being like a desert color, and it is, now that I look at it more carefully. But when you take it out first, it looks a bit like a grandpa brown, especially with the protectors here that are also brown. Looks a bit grandpa-ish. Of course, very nice sole here. Both of them have this pattern here, maybe to show that they are the recycled version. I love this pattern. But yeah, this looks a bit grandpa-ish at the beginning, but then I realized it actually looks very cool, and I wish I could keep it, but this is half a size smaller than this. This is the same size as this. It's a 44.5. The 44.5, when I began my barefoot journey, let's say, they felt really big to the point that I bought more Vapor Gloves in size 44. I had to sell all of those, and then the 44.5 recently started feeling a bit small. Even though, as you can see, it looks wider, but I think that's because it has stretched over time and has gone flatter. That's also a size 45. That's a brand new pair of Vapor Glove 4s. That replaces these old boys right here. Super worn. Got my money's worth, but they have to be replaced. This is size 44. Like I said, I made some mistakes in the beginning. This size 45, of course, feels a lot better. So yeah, the sizing on the Eco is the same as the sizing on the leather, which is the same basically as the sizing of the Vapor Glove 4s, the Corduras. We'll see about the sizing of Vapor Glove 6. I hope it's the same, because if it's not, I'm screwed. Now let me just mention, I got those for less than 70 euros shipped from Amazon, from an amazing store, but they actually shipped from the UK, even though that was a German Amazon site. And that was a German store, but they shipped them from the UK, I don't know why. So less than 70 euros for this, 75 euros for this, from Greece 3 years ago, 70 euros for this, and 70 euros for the older version. Those are very cheap, they're very high quality, and in my opinion it's still the best barefoot shoe around, because it doesn't have an insole, it doesn't have anything, it's just a glove. Very, very flexible glove. And the 6 looks to be even more flexible because it's a mess. It's not the cotton, it's not the leather, it's a mess. So yeah, I'm loving those. If you're thinking about those versus the Lunas, this is basically the same colorway, right? Of course, those have the brown sole, they have the gray recycled sole. You will see on the leather there are no extra protectors here, like there are with the cotton. But trust me, the leather does not need that. This is an extremely durable shoe. I don't know if you can tell, even the top of the guard is worn, because I'm using those to do a job that requires a lot of walking and going into houses and construction sites and dirt roads, through garbage, through whatever kind of, all kinds of random stuff, downstairs, into basements, into gardens, through thorns and vegetation. Those have been used. Trust me, look at the wear here on the toe guard, even on top of it. Those are very well used. Of course, problem with the Lunas, probably the same with Echoes. The sole comes undone. Those had the issue from the beginning, which is why it's much worse on those than it is on those, even though those are 3 years older than those I got this summer. So they're only a few months old. You can put some glue in there, it's gonna help, I guess. Now, on the Echoes, this particular pair, the glue is just sticking out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not looking very good. In this pair, the glue is a bit more minimal. But I think maybe this will last actually longer, because the glue is sticking out, which means the breeze will stay outside of this gap here. So it will not eat into the glue so easily. So yeah, you have leather and the Echoes, which is cotton canvas. Out of those two, if I had to buy again, probably the leather, because let's face it, this is gonna last forever, and I think the sole is very durable, even though it's not the recycled version of this that's supposed to be even more durable. But this is just an incredible shoe for walking into rough conditions, in the rain, whatever. It has been through everything and it looks fine. It just looks fine. And this, of course, it's black, you cannot see damage as much, but it's even softer leather, and it's 3 years old. Also used for work, also wear on the toe guard. Another thing I noticed is that this sole, very hard. This sole, nothing. This sole, very hard. This sole, nothing. Obviously, this has been super broken in, unlike this, which is brand new. But I'm a bit suspicious of it. I don't think the leathers were ever this tough. Same story with this. Those are going back, unfortunately. I need them in size 45. I couldn't find them. Maybe I will one day. But I don't care that much, because my Vapor Glove 6 that are about to arrive are actually similar colorway. And I'm gonna keep those for summertime. I wanted those for summertime. But the truth is, now seeing this cotton canvas and how thick it is, I'm not convinced this will serve me well during the summer. As weird as it sounds, I think the leather versions might actually be more suited to this role. Yeah, again, those are the best, like, 2 colorways you're gonna be looking at most likely. Also the blacks, but the blacks are usually out of stock. Again, 70 euro shoe, less, 67 with shipping. This is amazing value. Right now you're gonna find it probably 100 or maybe 80 something, 90 something. Listen, it depends where you are. If you wanna look for cheap vapor gloves, you have to look into Amazon, other German, UK, Italian, wherever you can find them, eBay or trekking.com, which is a Spanish site. I got those beauties from there. Of course, they had the quality issue with the sole, but I'm pretty sure that's just random. I don't think it's it has anything to do with the site. So again, the Ecos and the leathers, Luna leathers, comparison between those 2 colors. I have to say, this one is attracts more attention on your feet. This one it kind of becomes invisible. Of course, I'm gonna put some nice yellowish laces on it. It could look good. This is the leather. Out of those, I think the leather just takes it. But it's much harder to find the leather at a good discount. I got those for like almost 90 euros, so pretty expensive. But yeah, that's all. You want a Vapor Glove 3 Eco. I would say if you cannot get a Vapor Glove 6, or if you find them on discount, it's worth it. Otherwise, probably better to go for the leather version, but I will test those and I will update you. I'm very curious to see what happens with this inflexible sole here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And long-term durability, which I'm not so sure about. This will easily get scratched, maybe pierced even though it's thick. But I wouldn't compare cotton canvas to leather for durability. I don't think it's the same, and I think that's why they need the protectors here, just like the mesh version does. While with the leather, nobody cares. It's leather. Nothing happens to it. It's fine. Doesn't even need to be maintained because it's suede. So yeah, that's it for now. Stay tuned. Vapor Glove 6 review, Vivo Barefoot sizing guide, Wittins. I have to say a lot of things about the Wittins. There are two versions of the Wittins, even though they look the same. One version is the white version. It's much better than the other one. I have all kinds of things to talk about. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.